Hello, everyone. This is Will.
This is Alex.
Welcome back to another episode of They Mostly Come Out at Night.
Yeah, mostly.
Well, before we get into it, please go on to your favorite podcast site, gotta adjust my mic a little bit.
Your favorite web zones?
Your favorite web zones, wherever you get your content. Go ahead and look up They Mostly Come Out at Night podcast. Give us a like, comment, subscribe. We do recommendations every 5 episodes. So if you want to send us one of those, that's fine. And yeah, we really appreciate it. Thanks everyone in our audience that send us recommendations.
Or just
it's a blessing and a curse.
Or just listens. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone in our audience. So thank you very much. And with that, let's get to the meat of the night.
The meat, eh?
Yes, the meat. Dude, I can't believe we watched the full movie now with the context. So, if you've ever seen a clip online of what is it, like how the best way to end your movie,
proper way to end your movie,
way to end your movie, has like 6.8 million views. It's huge. Made very popular by Red Letter Media, their best of the worst feature,
because they had this movie on there.
So I've seen the clip, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie attached to the clip until now.
I wasn't even sure if we were going to be able to watch this movie, but we found it.
It's pretty rough at the beginning, because of all the rips. So we found it on YouTube. A lot of the rips on YouTube do that weird like adjusting thing where it's like it adjusts the frame to make it look better, but it doesn't look better at all. It's just jarring.
I have never seen a YouTube video that uses that in good effect.
Well, I think it's the rip. I think it's they're re-uploading the rip because it's a VHS rip, but I think some of it maybe had the tracing when they ripped it to digital format.
Yeah.
Something like that, because holy shit.
Well, when you upload to YouTube, there's an option to do that. It's like an automatic stabilizing feature or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And when they first introduced it, they offered it to a lot of channels, obviously, and apparently the channels that uploaded this nonsense movie decided, apply it. And so anytime the camera moves around or shakes, it adds like a stabilizer effect, but it just looks like it would give me motion sickness.
Yeah.
If I had to watch the whole thing.
But with that being said, we did find the correct version.
Yeah, we
were able to watch it.
To watch it without the stupid effect.
So
the film is Blood Debts, by the way.
Blood Debts, yep. I was just about to say the title. So Blood Debts is the movie, the famous ending, where the guy blows up and the credits roll immediately after the guy blows up.
Freeze frame, yeah.
Which is exactly what happens. I know because obviously it's like it. I don't know if anyone was curious, but they did not edit that scene at all.
No, that is how it happened.
That is literally what happened. Spoiler alerts, but that's literally what happens. I mean, it's such a huge clip. I'd be surprised if a lot of people hadn't seen it.
Sure.
That is exactly what happens. Fucking the guy pulls up his fucking sleeve, reveals a fucking wrist rocket.
Excuse me, sir. I mean, when you're first watching it, you don't know it's a wrist rocket. You just think he has a fucking gun, a little handmade pea shooter that he pulls up the rail, the non-functioning rail.
I love how it's not spring-loaded. He has to push it up up his arm, which makes no sense.
And then it's apparently a little tiny baby handheld rocket launcher.
Yeah, so he rocket launches the fucking villain. Villain explodes and fucking credits immediately. I'm talking as soon as the fucking thing explodes, credits.
Yeah, it explodes and his body parts are still in the air.
They don't even give it time to fucking rest. Nothing. they just give the fucking. I mean, I'm not gonna give you the end scroll yet, but like they give you what happened to the guy,
main character, yeah.
and then credits roll.
Yeah, that's
Now
what
the
that's.
rest of the movie is fucking insane. We could probably just end it there, but the rest of the movie is fucking bonkers.
This is such low rent, amusing garbage. Like,
Well, and like it's such like a silly, stupid, like simple plot. And
it
like,
could be simple, but it's like not.
well, so
It starts simple.
they started simple and then it kind of goes like off the rails and like just they
Yeah.
add this element that like makes almost zero sense.
Well, it makes sense, but
it makes sense in the context of like here's why we have to give him more action scenes.
yeah, because that first thing wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Now we need
The first thing
more.
wasn't enough. Let's do more.
because
Why not? Action movie, okay?
Because we have movie.
Why not is my main question. That's what this movie answers. Why not?
Why not? Why not turn it into a little blackmail
Well, because at first
bounty hunter thing?
it's like a revenge thing, and then all of a sudden it's a blackmail thing.
Yes,
It's like
but also revenge still because
still revenge, and then
then
at
it
the end
ends-
it goes back to like hardcore revenge.
full revenge.
Yeah.
By end you mean the last 5 minutes.
So it's like revenge, kind of revenge, blackmail, and then revenge again.
Yeah, they crank it back to full revenge.
Yeah, it goes.
They crank the revengeo
It
dial.
tilts back.
The revengeo meter goes
Yeah,
back.
the revengeo meter goes back to 11.
Yeah, no, this is. I don't even know, because, like, I guess we'll just talk about it. It'll be a stream of conscious, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, we really don't need to like. I don't think we need to go by sequence.
Don't think about it, Will.
So
don't think.
anyway, like, so
Feel.
basically, the revenge plot is like his daughter
And her fiance.
gets attacked. Both get killed right in front of him as he's like, his wife is leaving somewhere.
To go
I don't
somewhere,
even know.
yeah.
And then so he's like, okay, I'm gonna go fucking kill all these motherfuckers that killed my daughter.
Yep.
And we get our revenge plot, right? So
Yeah.
he hunts each of them down. We get sequences where he literally kills every single one of them,
Yep.
mostly with a gun. All the action scenes, basically, he just shoots people with a gun.
Yeah, people get shot.
Like there's some tussles where he like does some like martial
but
arts.
when they die, it's with a gun.
Yeah, so every time he shoots them, it's again with a gun. He like approaches a guy in the fucking gym. And
Hey,
he-
monkey, get your bananas.
Get your bananas, and fucking guy tries to fight him, he just shoots him. And then there's the fucking there's like countless warehouse scenes.
I lost track, dude.
There's like warehouse scenes where
there's
they
one
just
guy who dies because he squealed, and so the other bad guy like finds him and like smashes his head against like a wall and then shoots him for good measure.
Well, yeah, because the guy told them where like the guy's hideout is.
Yeah, where all the guys.
And we get so this it's kind of funny because we kept mentioning this movie is kind of framed like it's a video game, because like in video games when you're like walking up to like these like secret bases, you'll hear like the bad guys having like just non-distinct like conversations about all the bad shit they're doing. Basically, that's
Yeah.
exactly what happens in this movie.
Yep.
He's like infiltrating, and you'll just hear the bad guy being like, yeah, remember those drugs we pushed yesterday? Oh yeah, remember those people we killed?
Yeah.
Like blah 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 blah.
We can get so much money from these drugs.
Here's all the bad shit we did this
Yeah.
week. Oh yeah, let's plan to do that next week. Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh fuck, and then they just get blasted.
And then he shows up and shoots them, and
So he goes through the entire gambit of all these people that like
Yeah.
like attacked and killed his daughter, because they also, it's implied that they sexually assaulted her
yes,
as well. So like they did horrific things, and they all get their up and comings. He hunts each of them down, kills every single one of them, and you think it's all done, right?
well, at the same time, during all of this, his wife also is like begging him to stop killing.
Well, yeah,
Says
and
no, and then also there's like a criminal organization, and they are catching wind of this, and they are also looking into him.
yes. So you think does it allude to the fact that the main like criminal guy, like he's working like manipulating the police as well?
I thought that was the case, but then
But
by
I don't
the
think
ending,
it is. I don't think it is because
I think-
they never really say he's working with the police or like working
No.
for the police. So I just thought it was like
No.
you did. Like it kind of like
I
just
think he might be like a businessman who also has like
well first like because his henchman is like tracking this guy that's killing all these criminals.
yeah.
And they're taking pictures of him like just
Yeah, there's,
hunting
like,
people down.
He's just going on a walk one night, and he hears a woman being about to be raped, and so he shoots the would-be rapist, and the guy like photographs him and shows them to his boss.
When he's like, oh, let him do his thing, like like just keep tracking him and like we'll just see when an opportunity strikes.
Yeah. And
So
then there's like a part where he's in a bar and there's this guy who's drunk and
Oh yeah,
just
an
kinda
old man.
stumbling around, and eventually he goes to the bathroom and all these dudes just rob him.
They attack him and rob him.
And then-
so that our dude, I'm proud to say, and I will say it right now,
Uncle?
I'm proud to say it's back, baby. The fucking Action Uncle Summer, it's back with a vengeance. If you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you know.
Yeah, you know that this
You
has
know
been a
about
thing.
Action Uncle Summer, and you know it's my favorite thing ever. I fucking love it, and I'm glad it's back. So I'll explain it to you.
Oh,
for
really?
people-
Okay.
For new listeners, okay?
Yeah.
For new listeners.
Explanation, sure. I'm curious what your official explanation is here.
So since the induction of this podcast, we've watched a lot of fucking action movies, right?
Yes.
So with these action movies, they're super low budget. So a lot of times these directors have to get just random people or friends or something like that to be our action heroes, right?
Not A-list stars.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Like they're just normal people in a fucking B movie. But the awesome thing is a lot of these directors, they get like some guy that is kind of like portly or like not like super fat
Or
like not-
older.
not like obese
Yeah.
or anything, but like they've let themselves go a little bit sometimes, and they always have a fucking like mustache or like fucking facial hair somewhere, and
They're up there in age.
they're up there in age. So we decided that they were uncles, right? So action uncles. And so it was summer of like, I don't even know, but we watched a string of these fucking movies with like just like every action hero was an action uncle.
Yeah.
So I dubbed it Action Uncle Summer.
But also, there's more to the lore because we just watch a lot of action movies, and sometimes you have action movies where your main hero is like believable, but all the bad guys are just like middle-aged men.
Right.
And we still call those uncles.
Yeah, exactly. Those are like the villain uncles, and you got the action
We just
uncles.
have all the uncles.
Action uncles. I love them. Like if we made merch, that would definitely be one of the fucking
But this
t-shirts.
is Uncle front and center.
So this is definitely Action Uncle, and I hope it continues. But for now, it's back because we got fucking an uncle, and he's doing a lot of action in
For
this
now,
fucking movie.
yeah, for one movie. One
I'm hoping it
movie.
continues. It'll continue. It's fine.
There's always
We'll
gonna be
we'll get more Action Uncles. Don't worry. And I'm here for it.
always.
Always here for the action.
Even if it's not in the
uncles.
summer, whatever. They'll
Action
all,
Uncle Winter, Action Uncle Fall, Action Uncle Spring. You know what? Action Uncles year round.
Yeah. We
Fuck.
can't always
I am so down with that.
they can't always be young guys in shape. So we,
I would argue it's better when they're not.
is it more relatable?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I'm not the most fit man, and I am in my 30s. So you know what? I can see myself.
Yeah.
That's probably why I love them so much, right? I can see myself. I too can be an action
I
hero.
watch Blood Debts and I watch our
I can be an action hero.
possibly 50-some-year-old man.
They say he's 45, but I doubt that.
Oh, yeah,
I
it
think
said 40. Oh, yeah, I forgot it said
I
45
I think
at the
they
end.
shaved off some
you
years
think they shaved off?
because this guy is clearly in his 50s.
Yeah, so listen, he's up there, and it's like
But,
if
like-
a 50-year-old man can do it.
Listen, anyone can be an action hero. Okay,
Yeah.
I will stand by that. I don't care. Anyone can be an action
Exactly.
hero.
Anyone can shoot a handheld baby rocket launcher at a bad guy.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
It's achievable.
Yeah, I mean, and he does barely knows how to fight because like every fucking
Okay,
scene,
but he's like, if he fights too much, well, he might blow out his back. Okay,
it's true, or break a hip or something. I don't know, like it could happen.
you expect.
So you
too
got to be
much.
careful
Yeah,
when you're up there in years. You don't want to be swinging that hard, okay?
it's totally fine. That's why he shoots.
You got to
everybody.
be more careful. So you got to use guns
Exactly.
or throwing knives in one scene,
Would you get the throwing knives?
in one
Yep.
one scene.
Yep.
Mostly it's a handgun.
It's almost always a handgun.
So it's almost always a handgun. So there's a handgun, throwing knives, and a bazooka.
There's also the rifles that he gets at the very end
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And then he gets a sniper rifle at one point, but it's
for
like
a job.
It's like a fucking like 5-minute scene,
Okay, that's an exaggeration.
like 2 minute.
Like 1 minute.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So I guess we should get into that because after he takes out all the fucking goons that like
Yeah.
assaulted his daughter,
He's like,
it's
I'm done.
finally over. He's like I'm done. Him and his wife reconnect.
We get a love montage.
Like love montage, everything's fine, and you're just like, oh fuck, like we're only
No.
like fucking like 15 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
Like there's clearly something going to happen.
So the bad guys are now going to get him, so to speak.
So they hatch a plan to capture this guy, right?
Or something.
So they're like, I guess they're gonna try and capture him, but if they have to use deadly force, they will.
Yeah,
and
so it's like they're in like a hotel room or something.
This is so weird because like even before this, they're like send your best guys and like
Yeah.
Take him out. Like if you have to use force, do it, but be careful.
Yeah, they send like 3 uncles to get him.
This is like the
and it
worst.
fails.
This is like it feels horribly.
And he kills all
They
of them.
are fucking terrible at their
yeah,
job
no, he kills all of them. And
because they go there, they like try and chloroform the wife, and then they shove her at him,
And he
then he
shoots them
just
all.
shoots all of them.
yeah, and then they're like, our best men are dead.
Like I can't believe that didn't work.
Well, whatever, keep trying. And then the next one is she's just alone, and 3 guys in like masks just kidnap her.
Yeah, and
And
so,
so that's.
but they also
scheme.
try and attack him. Remember?
I do not remember them attacking him at all.
Well,
I
'cause-
just remember they kidnap her and then they call him.
Do they call him, or I thought
Yeah.
I thought they had some people attack him.
Now they call him.
Okay.
And
I'm thinking of a
they call
different
him, and she's kidnapped. They tell him to meet them at wherever, and he goes there, and then they make him drop his weapons, and then they blindfold him, and the next thing you know, he's in like a dark room with like a bunch of photographs.
He's like, "There's enough to incriminate you.
There's enough
for
to
these
put you
murders.
away for life,
And,
but you know, there's a lot of criminals in the city, and they get away unpunished, and there's only so much that the law can do, and they're bad people, and we need you to kill them. This is done much more heavy exposition, but that's the basic thing is
they explain everything.
they hire him to kill
And a hit woman.
and a woman who's gonna be there with him, and
Yes.
if any harm comes to her,
They'll do the exact same thing. Whatever harm comes to her, they'll do the exact same thing to the wife.
yes,
So he has to protect her
yes.
while also taking out these guys.
So and then they say, once you're done, we'll give you back your wife, and you'll get paid a lot of money for
But
this.
they really don't say how many people he has to take out. They just say they'll give him assignments, basically.
And that's what they do.
And so they give him his first assignment. He has to go to the top of a building. He gets a sniper rifle and has to take out one of the fucking
Shoots
people.
a guy.
He shoots a guy. There's like this weird thing that like people will do bad shit and then they're on the hit list.
Yeah, it's like
Kinda
we
thing.
see guys robbing a liquor store, and they commit some elderly abuse, and then it's like the next scene is to get them, whatever.
Yeah, get them because they killed these 2 older people.
I don't know, but
Like because it's the bad guy doing this, so I'm thinking he's just reading fucking headlines and being like, "Here,
Well-
go attack them."
what he's doing is you get this because there's scenes of him explaining this to his henchmen or whatever, is that he's clearing out all the criminals, all the competition.
Yeah, so he's the only one in town that could pimp out
That
prostitutes.
he can hire more pimps and pushers.
Yeah, hire more pimps and pushers.
And the streets are wide open.
Because they have bad guy meetings about that.
Yeah, no, there's literally bad guy meetings where he's like, the streets are wide open. Like, it's all yours and everything's perfect. All the competition's dead. And eventually, our guy starts finding out that, like, all these other people were tied into, like, other syndicates or whatever. Basically, he's like, we're being used. And us in the audience are watching this and are just like, no fucking shit.
Yeah, we already fucking knew it. It's like tracing paper.
Yes.
How see-through this plot is.
Yes, like,
It's
like we know. But then, he keeps doing this, and eventually,
well, eventually they
the henchman is like, hey, I think you should, like, kill him before, he figures it out.
yeah, so I don't know how, but they end up at the crime boss's like son's house, I guess.
Oh, well, you're missing so much, Will.
I know, but
You're
like
missing the whole rapist plot.
oh, that's right. The hired killer.
He wasn't a hired killer. He didn't work for anybody. What are you talking about? He was just a dude.
The guy with the knife?
Yeah.
They said they hired a hired killer. In one of the scenes, they literally said that.
Him?
I don't know if it was him, but they literally said they like hired a person to kill people.
I'm pretty sure they were talking about Mark.
Do you think?
Yeah.
They don't mention that it was Mark though, because they were talking about Mark and then said they hired some guy to kill people.
I'm pretty sure we're talking about Mark, because it's the guy they hired to kill people.
Then why the fuck would they say like
Because
stuff about
that
Mark
dude-
and then say that hired?
But it's just a dude. Because
Well, yeah,
that guy's just a
it
rapist.
doesn't fucking matter because it's just a guy that goes around fucking killing people, killing girls,
Yeah.
and then so like that's the next like target, right? So like they have to, but it's not really a target.
That's not even
from
their
the,
target. They're targeting
It's not a
another
target
person.
from the bad guy.
Yeah, no, they're targeting someone else because she's following some guy around a park, and then he catches her.
Yeah, because it's some weird fucking stupid like serial killer like subplot
And-
within this fucking revenge story.
And then we get the riveting scene where he ties her up, and
Oh, yeah.
he has a beer that he keeps shaking up.
Like, tell me I'm handsome. Tell me I'm
He
handsome.
sprays it in her face.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you like that. Yeah, tell
Tell
I'm
me you
handsome.
love me. Tell me you love me.
And then eventually, the guy comes in and
Shoots
blasts him
him.
away. And that's done.
Well, it's such an awkward. I want to talk about
her in danger.
how awkward that fucking scene was because he like gets the knife all slowly and then he raises it up all slowly and then gets shot
Yeah.
and then he's like laying back and the guy's like untying the girl and
He has another
our
knife.
serial killer like gets up slowly and then grabs the knife slowly.
He has
and
a
then,
knife,
like,
yeah.
tries to slowly get up and the guy just shoots him again and he's dead. It's the most awkward like gotcha scene I've ever seen. Cause it's not even a gotcha. It's like a fucking
It's total
telegraphed.
nonsense. No, it's
telegraphed as fuck.
Yeah, I was like, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna try to throw it? No. Nah, nothing. But yeah, after that, they go to or no, they're sitting there talking and the guy's like, I'm gonna kill them. And then she's like, but we haven't gotten our orders, and he's like, no, I'm gonna kill them, the people hiring us.
Yeah, because he's on to them, right? Like
And then that's when he goes to like the house that apparently has the son of our bad guy.
I don't think Mark knew that.
No,
I think it just happened to be this dude's son.
probably.
Just like by sheer coincidence.
But he goes there. They get in a shootout. The woman dies.
And so she doesn't die yet because she gets shot, and then
She spills the beans.
he shoots everyone else, and then he goes tries to help her, and she literally tells him
It's Bill.
like everything about the fucking syndicate, and
It's this guy named Bill.
the guy's like, okay.
He's like, okay, and then apparently he kidnaps the son. Because after this, he's like,
He killed the son because remember the guy was like they got your son.
well, got like kidnapped.
Well, because he shoots the fucking son in the
I
back.
don't know, dude.
But I mean, in any case,
I do not remember them using the word kill.
well, the son never appears again. So
No.
I think they did. I don't know what the fuck happened, honestly. But anyway, they kind of
Because the whole thing is that he's exchanging his wife for the son. That was what I thought.
there is no one in that fucking car with him.
Yeah, but why else would they? Why would they even do that exchange if there's nobody there?
They literally show Mark shooting the son in the back.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything in this universe.
That means you're dead if you're getting shot by
Nah,
Mark.
he
But Mark can be shot multiple times and be fine.
He didn't kill what's his name immediately. Our rapist man, Mr. Do You Love
No,
Me?
that took 2 shots.
Yeah, so
Most of the villains take 1 shot, though.
the son could also be a 2-shot McGee.
It really doesn't matter. I mean,
God damn it matters.
it really doesn't matter because they try and do the exchange and they hand the wife a mysterious suitcase. Oh, I wonder
Well,
what
it's supposed to be the money.
Well, yeah, the money that
Yeah.
was supposed to be given. But again,
A black
you
suitcase.
know what the fuck is going to happen because they make her drive alone to an undisclosed location.
And, yeah.
And so he gets out of the car and he sees her. And
Mark!
she's like- well, I love how she's like, Mark, and then turns around to get the suitcase. And then the car explodes.
Kaboom.
So Mark is like horrified, obviously. And then enter revenge plot, the 3rd act revenge plot.
Where now he's gonna just go to Mark's compound, or not Mark's, Bill's.
I love Bill's henchman, the guy that's been following Mark around. Because he's like, we really gotta run away and we gotta go. And Bill's like, no, we're staying here.
Get your best man.
And
he's
then
like, I already did.
He's like, and I'll be prepared. He pulls out this giant fucking bazooka. And then he has I love how he has like a fucking like little like satchel with a bunch of like
the
ammunition
shells
in it.
or whatever. Yeah, the rockets for the rocket launcher.
Yeah, so
And
Bill
God,
So Mark goes to this compound, which is just in the middle of a park in the Philippines. But I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, America. I apologize. Sorry, America. There's American flags everywhere and Ronald Reagan pictures.
we'll get there.
I apologize.
There's things we forgot to mention. I'll mention them later.
So he takes a throwing knife to each of the fucking guards at the front,
takes their rifle,
and then just mows down a bunch of people.
and then eventually he kills the guy with the rocket launcher.
So the guy with the rocket launcher, he picks up the gun and starts launching it, which is hilarious because every time he shoots it, it'll drop in the middle of
A group of bad guys.
a group of 5 guys, and they'll all just jump. It looks like a Power Rangers scene where
It
it's
is a Power Ranger scene.
where they're just like, ah,
Yep.
and they're all dead for some
Yep.
reason, even though
that
it's this
good.
little tiny explosion in the middle of them,
That's that
and they're all
shockwave.
dead.
That shockwave, it knocked
So
their
powerful.
brains. It knocked their brains completely loose.
Does he fire it only twice?
Yes.
Yeah, because he fires it at 5
Fires
guys,
it once, reloads,
and then fires it at another, and then throws away the ammunition.
because it's out.
Yeah, and then Bill
Shoots him.
shoots him in the arm, so
He
he's
falls down,
He's laying on the ground, and Bill's like, "Yeah,"
aiming at him.
and then, like we explained in the
He
beginning,
rips open his sleeve.
he's like, there's this little rail system on his fucking arm.
A little pea shooter that he just handcrafted. And he pulls it up his arm, points it at Bill, and apparently it's a rocket launcher, and blows him up. And then we get a thing
rocket
that says,
launcher that's more powerful than the giant fucking metal one he was just holding, apparently.
Yep. And then we get a thing that says Mark Collins, 45, turned himself into the police and spends the rest of his life in prison. Roll credits.
That's literally what happened.
I also want to mention that there are cops involved in this movie. For most of the movie, whenever you see them, they're in a room, and there's a big American flag, and it's somewhere, in some corner of the room, they put a portrait of Ronald Reagan, because,
Sometimes it's hanging on the wall, sometimes it's on a desk.
because that'll fool me. It does not fool me.
I also love how they put the policemen in uniforms, but it's like clearly like Philippines.
Well, you can't see what it
Uniforms.
actually says.
Well,
on,
also
the
like,
badges.
but the shields look different than like the American shields.
They're American cops.
They're not.
No, shh.
Well, I mean, they might be American actors, but they're
There's-
definitely not American uniforms.
There's an American flag.
It doesn't matter.
What?
Because every time they show like skyline scenes,
Oh, please.
it's very blatantly
It looks like
obvious that
nowhere.
it's not America.
It's nowhere in the U.S.
Ever. Like never that ever passes America.
But it's the same as our fucking movie, USA Ninja.
I swear to God, it's the same locations too.
Because it's, listen, Manila in 1985 was a hopping place, okay?
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, the cops show up and they just kind of talk about like this, and you know they're talking about like, well, he's killing all the scum. Yeah, that's good. And then the last scene is Bill's last gambit. He sends all the evidence against Mark to the cops, and he's like, arrest him. And they're like, you know what? We like that he's killing criminals, so we'll wait. I
Based.
don't like this.
Based.
This smells like a cover-up. And the
Yep.
guy's like, yeah.
Yep.
And then that's why Bill meets his fucking doom, is because the cops just like, yeah, fuck it.
Well, I love it. They're like, oh yeah, this guy's clearly being framed. Like this is a cover up, and then like Mark still goes to prison for life.
For life, because, I mean, I guess... do not even try to make...
I mean, I guess at this point, to be fair, he has killed so many people that realistically you would spend multiple life sentences.
Yes,
in
it's like
fucking
regardless
prison.
of the fact that they were criminals,
It doesn't matter if they were justified or
you
not.
still mowed
That
down
is
half the country.
multiple life sentences. So like, so I mean, sure,
Yeah.
go off movie, but like, it's just funny how they had that scene where they're like, no, he's being framed. Like, there's no way all this evidence will just come randomly right here and like everything's fine.
What's even funnier, because like there's that, but then we have the thing at the end that says, you know, he turned himself in and
Yeah, and he's serving a life. Sorry, God.
serving a life sentence. It's just comical to even include that.
It's
in there.
ridiculous. It's absolute absurdity.
Oh, don't forget, he also has a friend who's like a mechanic that he always goes to for information.
Yeah, well, and like we get that random scene where he's at the bar trying to get information, and then calls Mark,
From a payphone.
gives him all the information, and then gets killed immediately
mowed
after.
down, yeah. By a guy on a motorcycle.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's fine.
and that never goes anywhere. So like,
He got his information. It's fine.
yeah. Well, that's how he figures out that like the syndicate is like
But he's
being like tricked.
to kill. He's being forced
taking
to
out
kill
the
their
competition,
competition.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but dude, I know the review is short, but like it's fucking.
Of course it's short.
There's nothing there. Like I mean, it's just like it's a bare bones plot. There's lots of scenes of him just holding a handgun, shooting it. That's all you get with this movie. That's it.
That's the movie.
It's an action uncle with a handgun that just mows people down.
That kills off half the population of the Philippines, and then turns himself in and spends the rest of his life in prison.
Yeah, but at least he exploded the main bad guy.
But he exploded the main bad guy with a tiny gun, and
which is hilarious.
it ends on a freeze frame.
If you haven't, so either go watch the movie, but if you haven't seen this scene and want to, just look it up. It's fucking hilarious.
It is comical.
Like
Even
that's really the only scene you need to see in the movie, to be honest.
Honestly, the ending is holy shit. That is some incredible shit.
But this movie is so like basic. It's like fucking basic ass camera work, basic ass like.
Oh, that don't even.
Well, the camera work is just like still frame. It's just fucking barely moves.
How dare you? There is a lot of dramatic zooms.
Yeah, that's it.
They love their zooms,
The zooms are the only thing.
and not just zoom ins.
I didn't
outs,
notice
too.
like a lot of tracking shots or anything like that.
You don't need that. Who needs tracking when it's just an uncle shooting people?
And there's no car chases, so don't expect that.
No.
There's no like exciting like set pieces.
It's an uncle movie.
It's all just boring uncle bullshit.
It's an uncle movie.
It is an uncle movie. It is absolutely an uncle movie.
That's what you get.
Action Uncle Summer is back, baby.
Oh God.
I hope it continues.
I'm not holding you to that, unfortunately.
I know.
It might.
I wish
Or
it.
might not.
I hope it does. It's my favorite time of year.
Fuck Christmas.
Fuck Christmas. Fuck like all the other holidays, New Year's bullshit.
Action Uncle
Fucking
Summer.
Birthday, forget about it. I want Action Uncle Summer. I want Action Uncle. I want Action Uncle Year.
Just uncles out.
Just
Take your fucking uncles out,
yeah.
baby.
Get your fucking uncles out, okay? Fucking get your Action Uncles out. Fuck, that's all I need, baby.
Get our schlubby men.
Schlubby, slightly overweight, fucking mustachioed, optional, sideburns maybe, unkempt hair, doesn't fucking care, like fucking jeans and a polo.
It's an uncle.
Fucking shit up, okay? Uncle Phil just fucking going at it.
Yeah.
Uncle fucking, Mark?
Mark, yeah, Uncle Mark.
Uncle Mark going out there and just fucking shit up. And then serving multiple life sentences for mowing down half the population of the Philippines.
Uncle Mark just wanted to have a relaxing time in the Philippines, and he ended up in a movie, okay?
Uncle Mark is a true hero. Okay?
Yeah, listen, he voluntarily turned himself in.
Listen, that takes some fucking balls, okay? That's heroic.
And spend life in prison in the Philippines, I mean America.
That's heroic.
Yeah.
That's what we want Listen, that's what Action Uncles do.
Yeah,
After the job is done, they're like, you know what? It's time to turn myself in.
Yeah, because
Time to fucking go to prison.
when I think of what I just sat through, I think of the word heroic, Will.
Don't worry, they'll be fine in prison. They're Action Uncles. They'll be totally fine.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean,
They'll be totally fine. They won't be nobody's bitch in prison, okay?
I'm sure by this
They
movie's
will
logic.
not be anyone's bitch in prison.
Listen, I'm sure by this movie's logic, everyone else in prison is probably also an uncle. So they'll be fine.
We can dream.
That is the dream. Dream.
I want another movie like what was that other one that we mentioned? We were talking about it.
Aftermath.
Where it's just a bunch of uncles.
Well, that was all uncles. I mean,
I want that again. I want all uncles.
or
Give me all the Action Uncles, okay?
what was it? The Instructor, is that the one it was? I don't even know. It was the one that had that comically long motorcycle chase.
Was that the one where he was like the karate master? Yeah, that was like the Instructor.
Yeah, he looked like
Dude, that was fucking lit.
he looked like fat, short Burt Reynolds.
Dude, I'm just gonna go through our fucking roster and just like edit a fucking picture with all the fucking uncles and just make myself an Action Uncle shirt.
That is a lot of uncles.
And then they'll fill up a shirt.
There'll be uncles in there that you forget to add.
I know there will be. Absolutely
We've
there
had
will
that
be.
many of them.
I know, there's too many, and I love it.
And we'll have even more.
I love it. It's great. It's fucking amazing. Keep it coming, okay? I fucking want more.
It'll be coming.
It better be.
Listen, there's inevitable. There's always going to be people who want to make an action movie, and they want to do it, but the actors they have access to, it's not... it's not going to be your big names.
You know how we're like, when we see a shitty movie where it's like terrible and like filmed by a bunch of fucking amateurs, and we're like,
we just watched?
well, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So you know how we're saying like, oh well, you can do it too, right? Like if these people can make this kind of fucking movie,
Yes.
but with Action Uncles, you too can be an action hero, okay? Anyone can be an action hero.
Exactly.
Anyone.
That's it.
And that's inspiring.
Yeah.
Okay? That is truly inspiring.
Yeah, you watch some low-grade nonsense like this, and my God, the things you can do with having nothing.
Listen, that's what I love about these movies. They make these fucking old schlubby fucking like nobodies like action heroes, and it's fucking amazing.
And yeah,
That's why I love it. It's so cool. Like I don't know how, but these B movies make these guys look cool for some reason. Like at least there's at least one scene where they look like a badass. Maybe the rest of the film they look like total shit, but like there's one scene where they look like a complete fucking awesome like Arnold Schwarzenegger badass.
It's funny because there was brief moments there during that ending when he's like mowing people down and barely reloading that I thought of Commando, and it's just like you just think,
I'm telling you, man.
you just think in your head of Commando, and then you zap your brain back to the reality of what you're witnessing.
Yeah, and then you go watch Commando and you're like, oh, that's how a real movie's
You're
supposed
like,
to
oh,
look.
that's
Okay.
a real okay.
All right, that's
Right.
how movies
then
are
again-
filmed. That's right. Okay.
Then again, those real movies out there, not many of them will end with a man taking a little pea-sized pea shooter that shoots off rockets.
Can you imagine? Just imagine for a moment you're watching a big fucking action blockbuster movie.
Imagine you're watching like
John Wick, right? Like you're watching like fucking like like you're enjoying John Wick,
it just ends like that.
like John Wick like gets the final upper hand against the bad guy, fucking takes out a giant fucking like a little tiny gun, fucking blasts the guy, he explodes, and it just ends on him exploding.
I think if I watched that, if I went to see a modern action movie in the theater, and it ended like that, I think I would not even ironically, I would walk out of that theater and be like, "That is the greatest movie I've ever seen."
I would do that, but I'd also beforehand standing ovation.
I would literally,
I would stand up
I would
and clap.
scream so loud you could hear me in the theater over.
Tears streaming down my face.
You would literally hear me in the theater next door, like screaming, like, "Holy fucking shit!
Yeah, I would.
Best movie ever!"
That is the best way to end your movie. It's straight. It's to the point. It's fucking. Who cares?
It's genius. Some genius.
You don't need some fucking stupid sentimental bullshit at the end where they're watching the sunset or
Nope.
like reconnecting with loved ones.
Explode.
All his loved ones are dead. He doesn't fucking care.
This is true.
Like he just fucking like exploded the guy. That was his final mission, and he's done.
boom end.
Yeah, that's all Mark needed.
Honestly, based as fuck.
Yeah.
I think.
Who does he got? He doesn't even have his fucking friend.
I know his buddy got.
His buddy
zapped.
got fucking dead. The fucking hit woman's dead. The fucking
Everyone's dead.
His wife is dead. His daughter's dead. Like everyone.
It's over.
Who? Like, do you think he fucking cares? Why do you think he turned himself in?
You know why? Because he's a good guy.
He is the best guy. Okay.
Listen, he cares about the law.
He does. Action uncles care about the law.
Yeah, they care about, there's
Now
there's
they're gonna
no
get-
fucking anarchy, okay?
Okay, now they're gonna complete their mission. Don't get
Yeah.
it twisted, okay? They'll take out whoever they have to complete their mission.
Yeah.
But at the end of it all, they're like, you know what? I better go to prison for this.
I broke
I've done
the law.
I'm gonna do my time
Yeah. Forever.
forever.
I can't. I think that's it.
Yeah.
think
Well,
I'm
I mean
done.
that's it.
No,
we
what am I doing?
gotta rate it.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Shitty to pretty. Don't miss our favorite feature that no one really cares about because we always have the same fucking rating.
I care. I give it I'll give it a 5.
If we are basing it just on the ending alone, a 10 out of 10.
Well, yeah, but we're not.
But we're not. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole other movie. There's a whole movie attached to that ending. So, as far as endings go, it definitely gets a 10.
Clearly.
But as far as movies go, it's a 5 as well. It's kind of middle of the road. Like, yes, it's ridiculous enough to like enjoy through the entire movie.
Well, that's why it's not lower than
It's
5.
not like you're gonna like be bored because there's so much ridiculous shit happening. Like the dubbing,
And it's fast.
dubbing's bad. It gets right to the fucking point. Like the action scenes are terrible, but like enjoyable in like the shittiest
A
way.
lot of people die.
And like just it's enough to get you through, and then the ending makes it like worth it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why it's not. I can't give it lower than a 5 because I was not bored
No, and I mean it.
during any of it.
And to be fair, it's a short movie. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes. Like you're not
Yeah.
you're not wasting your time.
Yeah.
It's just fun to watch. Like it's better with alcohol. Get some friends, drink, and fucking watch this movie. And
Yeah,
you're
listen,
and you're
these-
gonna have a good time.
These fucking Filipino degenerates made this nonsense with this uncle for us. And you know what? With the absolute $5 that they had to make this, they still gave us what we wanted. At the end of the day, we still got what we wanted.
And shout out to all those fucking action uncles, okay?
Oh, listen.
Shout out to, I mean, not the creepy uncles, fuck them, but shout out to all the good uncles out there, okay? Shout out to all the fucking uncles that protect their family no matter what,
And
go to
in due time.
that spend life sentences for doing the right thing, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
God bless uncles. God bless action uncles.
Truly. The heroes,
Papa bless.
the heroes of our society.
They truly are.
Truly.
The unsung heroes, uncles.
Oh, my God.
Thank you for your...
Thank you for your service. Oh, God.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
May have gone too far in a few places.
Yeah. We went a little off the rails there. Sorry. I get very emotional when we're talking
about his uncles.
I am really passionate about my action uncles, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry if I offended anyone. But I just...
Did you offend someone without an uncle?
I have a true passion. Two things: the group team ups in movies where they
Uncles.
well, and maybe mechs and stuff, and then fucking uncles.
So what you're saying is if a movie did group team-ups, mechs, and uncles,
I would literally die.
a group of uncles
I
teaming
would
up...
I would ascend. Like I don't think my brain could handle it. If there was a fucking movie with a bunch of like 5 uncles in like super suits,
That's what we need.
No, 2 aunts. Sorry, like 3 uncles and 2 aunts in fucking
Oh,
soup
God,
in
do not make me even...
in super suits.
Do not make me think about the possibility that
And-
at some point during this podcast, we have to have an action movie with someone's aunt.
Dude, action ants? Okay, we got him. That has to happen eventually.
Oh my God.
Action ants has to be a thing.
Who's that even going to appeal to?
Me.
Okay.
Me, okay? Me.
Okay, we have one.
Send me your aunts and your uncles and make them action stars.
Yeah, but like Action Uncle is funny because it's like usually either it's the director.
Dude, action ants are fucking hilarious. Are you kidding
Who's
me?
gonna do that?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my God.
I don't care who it appeals to. It appeals to fucking me.
I'm sure it exists somewhere.
It has to.
Oh no.
And
it
I'm
does.
here for it.
It kind of does.
Have we seen one?
No. But I know because I'm a connoisseur of red letter media. There's one movie they did, and in a way,
It's an ant
it's more like
or an aunt.
it's almost like fucking someone's grandma.
Hell, dude, fuck yes.
Oh God.
Just sit any action hero that
Oh, no.
you would never in a million years put in an action movie.
Oh, no.
Send me that kind of shit.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Hell yes. I'm excited.
That is years away, but I am terrified.
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Oh man, I'm gonna die of secondhand embarrassment.
I'm not.
I know.
Fucking
Will's
give
gonna
me,
be in heaven.
Give me a superpowered team up with aunts and uncles where they get into giant mechs and fight giant monsters, and I could literally die happy. I would literally ascend. I don't need to watch another movie after that.
Is that it? That would be our retirement.
That would be my retirement. I literally would only watch that
You would
movie.
retire from watching movies in general.
I would
Jesus.
literally just watch that movie for the
Yeah.
rest of my life.
Even when you're dead.
Yeah.
They'll have it like on repeat in your coffin.
I'd have the one-liner at the end on my gravestone.
I got nothing.
Nothing?
I think yeah.
I unlocked a weird obsession in this podcast.
I
don't know. I don't know how it happened, but I've unlocked a very weird obsession.
I'm just gonna let the universe try and manifest that into reality.
Oh, you want that for me?
I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen unless
It probably won't.
you know what? I'm not gonna say never because I could be. It could exist right now. I just don't know. It could, in some stupid way, exist right now.
What if someone listening to this podcast was like, you know what? I'm gonna do Will Assault.
Well, I was just saying because like I know there's been like rip-offs of like other movies, so maybe unintentionally
It could exist, and I just haven't seen it.
someone did it and it's horrible.
And I'm not kidding. I could literally just watch that movie for the rest of my life and be fine.
Well, in that case, maybe one day we will magically stumble upon it.
I hope that doesn't happen because then we have to end the podcast.
We'll see.
I can't watch any more movies.
We'll see if it fits the criteria.
It's very
I don't know.
very specific criteria. It has to be like fucking Power Rangers with aunts and uncles. That's basically what it has to be. I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Maybe.
And you know what? It's okay because we plan on continuing this podcast forever. So if it doesn't happen, then that's fine.
Yeah, there's plenty of uncles out there.
But if it does happen, get a new co-host.
Because Will's gonna be gone. Brain
I'll be
mush.
done. I don't need anything else.
His brain's slowly turning into mush.
I don't need
as he
anyone or
watches
anything else.
Someone's uncles pretend to be Power Rangers.
Dude, that is my dream.
Just
I cannot believe
trying
I unlocked it. I
desperately.
unlocked a new dream.
Just desperately trying not to break their hips.
Yes,
Oh boy.
I want it. I want it so bad.
Someone's uncle strung up on wires pretending to do wire foo. Imagine.
Dude, I am imagining, and it's beautiful.
It's so
It's beautiful. I want it
Terrifying.
so bad. Please.
I feel like the guy at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's beautiful.
It's
And then
beautiful.
Fucking
I'd be the one where his face melts, and you'd be like Indy, closing his eyes.
Don't look at it.
And I'd be like, it's beautiful.
As your head explodes.
Yeah, I just turn into soup.
That's it. That's what it would do. It would be opening the fucking. Oh, God.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm
All
done.
right. I think we need to call the episode before we go off on another tangent.
Yeah, I don't need any more. Thanks
Thanks for listening. For they mostly come out on
for everything.
night. This has been Will.
This has been Alex.
We'll talk to you all later.
Recruit more ants, more uncles.
More uncles, more ants. Oh my god.